Good evening, all of you. Hope you all are doing well. Let's start with today's session. Continuing with yesterday's logical operator examples, right? Few, and then we can start with a new topic. This is one more example. Logical operators we were discussing yesterday, and, or, not, and then one nullishing operator. One variable x with value 5. Now, as it is AND operator, short circuit evaluation, remember, it will check whether the first part is true. Then only it will come and check the second part. If first part is false, entire false. So what is x? 5. 5 is greater than 3. This comes out to be true. Therefore, it has to check whether it is less than 10. So 5 is less than 10. Yes, true. So in ANDing, when both are true, the ultimate result is true. Okay. Then in this case, yesterday also we have discussed getting let it be a empty array or let it be a array with values. Whenever it is an array, it's an object, its Boolean value is true. Getting? Always remember, when you convert it to string, it becomes an empty string. But as this in this context, it is going to treat it as Boolean, logical operator. So it will treat this as irrespective. It is an empty array or array containing any value. It's the object. It is having reference. Therefore, it is true. Therefore, in OR, tell me when the first part is true, will it check the second part? No need. So first Truthi value it will return. So who is the first Truthi value? Square bracket. That only comes. Getting on? No? Yesterday in the table we have mentioned in case of ANDing, it returns the last Truthi value when all are true or first false. And in case of ANDing, first Truthi value. So this is the first Truthi value. Array is true according to JavaScript. Irrespective, it's an empty array or it is a array with element. So this is true. Therefore, no need to check this part. First Truthi value it is returned. Getting? Now coming to nan, and 100. Nan is considered as false in Boolean context. Please recall in yesterday's session, I have given a list of values which are false. If you want, you can go to that topic. See it. Falsy values in JavaScript. False, 0, empty string. Empty string. String with space is also not false. String with space is also true because it is a string with length 1. Null, undefined, and nan. All are falsy value. Okay. Therefore, this is false. And you know in ANDing, when first is false, complete false. So first falsy value it is returning. Who is the first falsy value? Nan. Now coming to this. Now in this, remember, AND is having more precedence. So bracketing will occur in that way. These two are bracketed, then this two, and then OR. Priority to AND is more. So tell me, true and false, true and false is false. Now, as this is OR and the first part is false, it has to check whether the second is true or no. True and true, true. Therefore, true. Getting? So, ORing, always remember first Truthi value or last falsy value. If all are false, last falsy, first Truthi. ANDing, last Truthi or first falsy. Total opposite. This is clear. This bracket, and then OR. Now in this bracket, and in AND one is false, false. Now, as it was OR, but the first bracket has come false, therefore it has to check the second bracket. If suppose this bracket is coming out to be true, it will not even check this whole bracket. because in ORing, when first part is true, the entire part is true. Okay? So why it is coming to this bracket? Because this bracket has come false. Now in this bracket, both are true, therefore final true. Okay? Now coming to nullishing. Yesterday we have discussed about that too. When the first operand, the left operand is undefined or null, then only it returns the right operand. The right operand when it returns, when the left operand is null or undefined. Otherwise, the first only. So in this case, the first is zero. It is not null or undefined. It will give zero only. Okay? So the result of this bracket is zero. Next is OR. Now in OR, zero means false. So it has to check whether the second is true or no. So 5 is true. Therefore, it returns 5. Okay? Yes or no? So just give me quick confirmation about the examples. So this way you can explore more examples. You can ask to the AI tool that please generate some example. Like for example, you can ask to Gemini that please generate 15 to 20 MCQs only on logical operator or only on comparison operator, and then try to solve them. It becomes more perfect. Okay? Today in the group I'll share one MCQ through Gemini I'll create and I'll give you. Let's see you people solve it. Okay? So I'll move ahead. Can you give me quick confirmation?
Yes, move ahead.
Yes, sir.
Yes, guys, I'm waiting for you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The problem actually. Okay? I think you're speaking, but I'm not able to hear you. Some issue is there. Okay. Anyways, I'll move ahead with topic called typecasting. Only word casting if you consider. So casting means forcing someone to get converted to something. Getting? Commonly, you might have used this word casting in context of movies. When you watch a movie, that time many times you say the casting of the movie is not good. Getting? Or casting is good, but the story is not good. Right? So what in that context casting is? Different people are there. Originally, they are something. Only for the movie purpose, they are getting converted into some role. Right or no? Originally Amitabh Bachchan, but for that movie, he's converted to a lawyer or a cop or maybe some many things. Different roles are there. So originally that entity is something. Only for that movie purpose, they get converted to something, and when the movie is over, they're back again original. So conversion only is happening. Now, same conversions when in programming happen on data types. Means when the value from one data type is getting converted to some another data type, then we say typecasting. Ultimately, the concept is conversion. Okay, but conversion is happening on what data types? So value getting converted from one type to another, like string to number, okay, or number to string, or boolean to number. So when the conversion of value from one data type is done to another, that process is called as typecasting. Typecasting happens in two ways. Two types of typecasting are there. One is implicit. Okay? And another is explicit. Okay? One is implicit casting and another is explicit casting. Now, implicit casting means when the casting is done by your JavaScript engine only as needed, as required, according to the requirement, when the JavaScript engine only does the casting, it is called implicit casting. And when the casting is done by the programmer by using operator or by some functions, there are some casting functions which I have used yesterday. Like for Boolean, I used Boolean, if you remember, or number. For number also, I showed you yesterday. Okay. So I'm using some casting functions or some operators and then doing the conversion, that is explicit. Explicit means when the programmer does the casting and when the Python interpreter only does it as needed, then it is called implicit. Understanding, guys? Like suppose you are writing 2 plus double quote 3. You don't have to do anything. Python interpret, sorry, again I'm telling Python, JavaScript engine. JavaScript engine. What JavaScript engine finds that one is a string and one is a number. Implicitly, it will convert this to a string. You don't have to do anything. And then the concatenation takes place. Understanding? And suppose there is string and a number, but you are doing multiplication, like 2. So in this case, string get converted to a number. So who is doing? Your JavaScript engine only is doing it. That is implicit. Getting, guys? But suppose we people do it, then it is explicit. Like in this case, double quote 2 plus double quote 3. It is concat, but no, I want 5 answer. Then you have to do it. Use number and pass this string. Again number and then pass the string. Then it will get converted to number, and then addition. Okay. Similar to number, there are old JavaScript functions also. These are all latest JavaScript. Old JavaScript functions like parsing, parse float, such casting functions are also there. But highly recommended that better use whatever modern JavaScript has provided. So typecasting means conversion. Conversion of what? Data types. So typecasting or type conversion means converting a value from one data type to another. Getting? Hope it is clear. Then JavaScript is a loosely typed language. I hope you already know in the very first lecture also I've told you. It is dynamic type and it is loosely typed. Loosely typed means the same variable can keep changing its type as and when needed. Okay. So runtime only the changes take place. You don't have to bother about. So conversion happens at runtime. But still, JavaScript has given two ways of casting. One is implicit casting and another is explicit casting. Implicit casting means when it is done by the engine as needed. As needed when the operations are going on. Double quote 5 plus 10. So it will automatically convert 10 to string and do the concatenation. So during operation. Explicit casting means done by the developer. And how? By using functions or operators. You'll say operators how? I'll tell you, we have done it, you don't recall it. See, if I write plus before a string, now this is a string, but I've written plus. Now it will convert it to numeric 25. It will apply a assertion operation on it, and therefore it will convert this double quote 25 to number 25. Getting, guys? I hope it is clear. So can you give me quick confirmations so that we can now dive into a complete new topic, that is control flow instructions.
Yes, I got it.
Okay, sure. Others also. Others means I don't know. Other Anand is
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
okay. Shamili is joined, I guess. So move ahead. Now moving into some more programming concepts. Now till now we were discussing all the basic things like data types and all operators and all. Now we have to start building some more complex solutions, isn't it? So for writing some more complex solutions, we need to know some more language features, isn't it? So we will move to next important topic, that is control flow instructions. Now, what are control flow instructions? They alter or they modify the flow of execution. Getting? You can say they are modifying or they are altering the flow of execution. If control flow instructions are not there in your program, if control flow instructions are not there, it will continue running in a sequential way from first statement till last, which is happening, which was happening till now. Till now, whatever we have learned, everything one by one. Like you have created some variables, then you did some calculations, then you printed it, everything one after another. There is no modification in the flow. Getting the same thing if it starts happening in the real life, just imagine. Everything is already pre-decided. You get up in the morning and you are going to sleep at the end, right? Everything in the whole day is pre-decided. सब कुछ पहले से ही तय है. ऐसे ही होगा, पहले ये होगा, फिर उसके बाद ये, उसके बाद ये. तय भी किया रहेगा तो भी बहुत बार आपका ऑल्टरेशन होता ही है, मॉडिफिकेशन. Never in real life everything can happen in a sequential way, because if it happens then we will not depend only on each other. Getting? फिर उसको कहता है कि इंसान फिर घमंडी हो जाएगा. Getting? तो वो गॉड क्रिएशन ही है कि रियल लाइफ में भी बहुत सारी चीजें ऑल्टर होते हैं. Getting? Like suppose in the group the announcement has come today there is no session. So again आपका next step total change हो जाएगा ना. Next step you will think okay I'll watch a web series or maybe I'll go through the old lectures like that. And if there is a session, then you have to attend it. If and else, morning में उठते हो तो भी सब today if it is raining, then I'll attend work from home. Otherwise, then I'll go to offline mode. Like that. सब if से else पे होता है ना सब कुछ. If there is no milk in the refrigerator, then I'll एक black coffee पीऊंगा. Otherwise, with a milk. If and else, कितना alteration होता है ना? Modifications कितने होते हैं अपने day to day life में? तो programming is not an excuse, because in programming also there are so many complicated problems which cannot be solved strictly in a sequential manner. You have to make use of control flow instructions. So control flow instructions are instructions which alter or which modify the flow of execution. Getting? And without control flow instruction, the execution will be strictly in a sequential manner. But there are many programming problems which cannot be solved only in sequential manner. Many times you have to take the decision, and based on that, the flow will be different. If this is, then I have to do something else. I have to do something else. Getting? Many things you have to do again and again, repeatedly. The flow again is supposed to come back and then do the work, again come back. If some condition achieved, then jump out. So here the flow is not fixed, it is getting altered. Getting? Now, what all things come under control flow? There are three types of instructions. One is selection. Now, selection statement are also called as conditional statement, conditional instructions. So in this, what it does is it runs any one code block from multiple code block selectively based on the condition. There are many code blocks, multiple code blocks are there. Every code block is doing some specific work. Some task is there, yes, some task is there, yes, some task is there. But I don't want to run everything. I want to run any one from it. But how the selection is to be done? The selection will be done on the basis of condition. You'll check the condition. If it is true, then this will get selected. False, you'll check some another condition. True, then this will get selected. False, then otherwise the last part. Getting? So many such things happen in day-to-day life also. No? Like on weekends, like Monday to Friday, you work, and then you say like Friday is weekend is for enjoyment. So on weekend also, then you'll decide how much money is there in the account, right or no? So if I'm having available balance more than 1,000, so condition is available balance more than 1,000, then we'll go to a multiplex to watch a movie. But no, I'm not having more than 1,000. Then at least I'm having more than 500. Yes, then we'll go to a restaurant or a cafe to eat something. Even that also you don't have, then sit quietly at home. चुपचाप घर पे बैठो. Getting? So तीन अलग अलग task है. Watching a movie, going to a restaurant, or sitting at home. But from this, only one I have to do selectively based on the condition. Condition I'm applying on available balance. So just a relation I did. So selection or selection statement or conditional statement. It is executing any one code block from multiple code block selectively based on condition. How the block is selected. Many are there, but any one block will get selected. But the selection is done on condition. So in this category, we have if else, getting multiple if else. Then we have switch case. Okay, so all we will be learning syntaxes with an example. Okay, I'll tell you, don't worry. Then second, iterative instructions, you can call it as, or repetitive, or in simple term, loops. Very easy word is loop, where we are performing the same task repeatedly for some number of time or till the condition is not becoming false. Other way, till the condition is true. Till the condition is true, keep repeating. The moment condition is false, stop. Getting? Do we perform the same activity in day-to-day life also? Yes. Like you can say, attending every day 5 to 6 sessions till the syllabus doesn't get over. If I've done announcement that मैंने lectures announce नहीं किए, I have told till the syllabus doesn't get over. So your condition is till syllabus not over. Attend the session. Again tomorrow same. Attend the session. Again day after tomorrow. कब तक चलेगा? जब तक वो condition true है. True क्या है? क्योंकि syllabus खत्म नहीं हुआ. The moment syllabus over, the condition will be false. It will stop. And if I have said that exactly 30 session, so you'll keep a count. Getting or no? First lecture खत्म, increment किया, और एक lecture increment. And when it becomes 30, you will stop. Okay, so iterative or loops or repetitive performs the same code block repeatedly for some number of time or till the condition doesn't become false. In this, there are variations provided like while loop, do while loop, for loop, a standard counter based for loop. Then they have given special for loops for arrays and objects. in that new JavaScript has added for off, for in, all we will learn. Don't worry. Okay, सब कुछ पढ़ेंगे. And the third is transfer instructions. Okay. Now, transfer instruction means you want to move the flow of control from one point directly to some another point. Execution was going on. From there, you want to move to some another point. We need transfer instruction. Like a loop is going on. Okay? And maybe that loop is infinite. It's going on, going on. So by some means, you have to jump out of that loop. By some means, you have to terminate. Then we will need transfer instruction like break. Like I don't want to execute the remaining. I want to skip and directly come to the beginning. Then I use continue. Then we have return also. Return is specially used in functions. So when this control flow topic is over, then we have to start with functions only, guys. Getting? We'll be learning with functions topic. Okay. So return we will learn in functions. Here we will learn only two, that is break and continue. So break will transfer directly outside of the loop. Continue will transfer to the beginning of the loop for the next iteration. Like you started attending the sessions. So you have entered into the loop of sessions. But after 2-3 sessions, you realize that JavaScript is not my niche. Getting? ये मेरा part नहीं है. So you just stop attending. तो क्या किया आपने? Break करके बाहर आ गए. And now you are not attending. But in some cases, like you have attended today's session, but after half an hour, you realize you have some important work. So you are skipping the half an hour session. But tomorrow you are going to come. So tomorrow you are going to attend from the beginning. But today, some part you have skipped. So that is continue. Continue means skipping the remaining code and coming back to the beginning. So we'll learn again in detail, don't worry. Again, when the topic break and continue will come with syntax, I'll explain. But they are transfer instruction. So all that three things come under flow control instruction. Okay? So all this one by one we will start discussing. Control flow determines the order in which the statements are executed. Okay? And if control flow are not there, the order is strictly sequential. First statement till last, one after another, which I told. It is very difficult to happen in the real life. Yes or no? In real life, it never happens. Everything is pre-decided and everything is happening exactly as it is. No. Many times in real life, you keep plans. No? If plan A doesn't work, you keep a backup plan B, B doesn't C, right or no? Like in 12th, if you already decide, if I get this much, then I'll go here. No, then there's another option. No, then there is a third option. Getting? Otherwise, there is a else option, take a drop and again appear next year. So many plans you create. So they are what? Alternatives you have created and kept. So it is not in a sequential way. So control flow determines order of execution. Okay? Without control flow, the execution is strictly from top to bottom. First instruction till last. Sequential. What all things come under this control flow? Decisions, which I told, selection statement, which will run any one code block from multiple code block selectively based on the condition. Repetitions, performing the same code block for some number of time or till the condition doesn't become false. Then jump or transfer instruction. Okay? So I hope it is clear. Classifications, if you want, you can see. I told you already. The first is conditional statement, or you can call it as selection statement. In this, what it does, it runs any one code block from multiple code block selectively based on condition. Execute code based on whether the conditions are true or false. Getting? Like you have one code block and the another. I don't want to run both. based on the condition. If the condition is true, run this, otherwise run this. अगर कंडीशन ट्रू है तो ये रन करो, नहीं तो ये. तो इन दोनों में से कोई तो एक ही सिलेक्ट हो रहा है और रन हो रहा है, बट सिलेक्शन किसके बेसिस पे हो रहा है? कंडीशंस के बेसिस पे. ठीक है. देन कम्स लूप स्टेटमेंट. तो इन दैट रिपीट सम कोड ब्लॉक फॉर सम नंबर ऑफ टाइम. सो नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स भी हो सकता है, या जब तक आपकी कंडीशन फॉल्स नहीं होती है, या जब तक कंडीशन ट्रू है. जब तक ट्रू है तब तक रिपीट करो. देन वी हैव जंप इंस्ट्रक्शन और ट्रांसफर. In this, everything is going normally, and from there you want to directly go to somewhere else. So alter the normal flow of execution. So in this, we have break, then we have return, then continue. But return now we won't learn. We will learn it in that respective topic when we'll come to functions. Procedure-oriented coding when we will learn. That time I'll tell you about return. Then a little bit about exception handling I'll tell you. So in that also we have like throw and all. ठीक है. Okay, तो just quick confirmation so that हम ये पहले इसमें डाइव करेंगे, इसको पूरा कवर कर लेंगे, फिर लूप्स, फिर जंप्स, all one by one gradually. ठीक है.
Got it, sir.
चलो, let's move ahead then. Conditional statement. Now in this we have if else, then multiple if else, and then one switch. All we will learn one by one. Okay. So conditional statement, what they do, they allow you to run any one code block from multiple code block selectively based on the condition. So these allow your program execute different code blocks selectively based on condition. I gave you one example. Na? In one block, the task was to watch movie. Second, the task was to go to a restaurant. And the third task was sit at home idle. But all tasks I don't want to do, only one. But that selection was to be done on the basis of how much balance is there in the account. So account balance greater than 1000, first task select होगा. False है तो दूसरा. Account balance greater than 500, second task select होगा. No तो last task else. Correct? अब कुछ लोग कहेंगे तीन ही होता है क्या? ऐसे नहीं, आपको चाहिए उतने कर सकते हो. जैसे कॉलेजेस में आपका पॉइंटर कैलकुलेट होता है ना, सीजीपीए. तो उसमें अलग अलग कंडीशंस होता है ना, वो सीजीपीए कैलकुलेट करने के लिए. तो वहां भी मल्टीपल इफ एल्स या सैलरी कैलकुलेशंस होता है, इनकम टैक्स कैलकुलेशंस होता है. इनकम टैक्स में भी कितने सारे कंडीशंस होता है. जेंडर कंडीशंस है, फिर एज ग्रुप के कंडीशंस है, सो मेनी थिंग्स. देन डिसेबिलिटी वाले कंडीशंस है. if that person is disabled, तो उनको अलग सा रूल दिया हुआ है. फीमेल्स को अलग है, मेल्स को अलग है, एज ग्रुप्स को अलग है, सीनियर सिटीजन्स को अलग है. तो उसमें कितने सारे इफ्स आएंगे एंड फिर वो टैक्स कैलकुलेशन होता है. ठीक है. नाउ इन दैट द फर्स्ट वन वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न कंडीशनल स्टेटमेंट में पहला है इफ. ओके. सिंपल इफ. पहले हम जस्ट सिंपल इफ देखेंगे. तो इट विल चेक द कंडीशन. इसका सिंटैक्स जस्ट बता देता हूँ. If is the keyword, round bracket condition. Remember, generally this condition should be a Boolean expression. अब Boolean expression किससे बनाओगे? Boolean operators. देखे ना हमने, comparison operator, greater than, less than, greater than equal, less than equal, not equal, double equal, जिसमें सिर्फ equality है, identity equality है, तीन equal. फिर join करके कर सकते हो, like and, or. ओके. बट अगर ये कुछ भी नहीं है, कोई और ही वैल्यू है, तो भी वो इंटरनली ट्रीट होगा एज बुलियन. लाइक अगर मैंने इफ राउंड ब्रैकेट में डबल कोट हेलो लिखा डायरेक्टली, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू जावास्क्रिप्ट डबल कोट हेलो इज ट्रीटेड एज ट्रू. इट इज अ नॉन एम्प्टी स्ट्रिंग, ट्रू बन जाएगा. बट प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशंस में ऐसे लिखते नहीं है. प्रैक्टिकल एप्लीकेशंस में प्रॉपर कंडीशंस होता है. सो इफ कंडीशन एंड देन स्टेटमेंट. Getting? If it is a single statement, no need to put a block. But if it is more than one, then you have to group that more than one statement into a block by open brace, close brace. Getting? In JavaScript, blocks are created by pair of brace brackets, the opening brace bracket and the close brace bracket. And in that, you can encapsulate your statements. Good practice is, irrespective if it is a one-line statement, then also put bracket. This is my teacher's methodology. My teacher 30 years back, 30 and 30 के पहले 4 साल engineering के, तो our teachers used to say, okay, language has given a facility. What? That if it is a single statement, no need to put bracket. But a wise person, जो wise होता है, wise and intelligent में फर्क होता है. Wise person क्या करेगा? पहले ही bracket डालेगा. Correct? Because that wise person is making the provision for the future. In the future, if you are going to add some more lines, you have already made the provision of bracket. You just put enter and start writing new lines. एक लाइन लिखा भी रहेगा तो भी एंटर करके और लाइंस, क्योंकि आपने पहले से ही ब्रैकेट डाल के रखा था. नहीं तो क्या करना पड़ेगा, वापस ब्रैकेट डालो एंड फिर काम करो. तो पहले ही ब्रैकेट डाल दिए तो क्या प्रॉब्लम है. वाइज, घर के मॉम डैड कैसे वाइज होता है, स्पेशली डैड इज मोर वाइज. वो बहुत फ्यूचर का सोच के प्रोविजन करते रहते हैं. गेटिंग? दे गेट इट फ्रॉम देयर ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स, देयर पेरेंट्स, ग्रैंड पेरेंट, वैसे होता है. तो वाइज पर्सन क्या करेगा, ब्रैकेट डालेगा. भले एक लाइन भी रहने दो तो भी ब्रैकेट डालो. क्यों? क्योंकि आप फ्यूचर का प्रोविजन कर रहे हो. बाद में अगर लाइंस बढ़ाने हैं, बहुत आसान है ना, ब्रैकेट पहले ही था, जस्ट एंटर करो और नया लाइंस ऐड करो. ठीक है. नाउ इन दिस केस व्हाट इज डन, द कंडीशन इज टेस्टेड. इफ इट इज ट्रू, इट विल परफॉर्म द स्टेटमेंट and continue with the remaining code. And if it is false, direct remaining code. If I draw a flow chart for this quickly, condition हमेशा डायमंड में दिखाते हैं, एंड डायमंड के दो ही आउटकम्स रहेंगे, that is true and false. Now, if it is true, it will perform that statements, and after performing the statement, it will continue with the remaining code. And false, directly remaining code. Getting, guys? Okay. So I hope you got it. Simple if condition. True, perform statement, continue with remaining. False, direct continue with the remaining. See. Execute code only when a condition is true. Syntax. Syntax means rule, grammar. If is a keyword, then round bracket condition, and then the bracket. Open brace, close brace. And within that, you can write statements. It can be one statement or more than one. एक या एक से ज्यादा हो सकता है. मैंने पहले ही एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया है, एक रहेगा तो ब्रैकेट की जरूरत नहीं होती है. बट गुड प्रैक्टिस होती है कि एक भी रहे तो भी ब्रैकेट लिखने का आदत करो. गेटिंग? एंड इवन आप लोग ये VS कोड यूज करेंगे तो वो ऑटो कंप्लीट करके देता है ना, स्केलेटन्स देता है, बॉयलर प्लेट कोड, वो भी ऑलरेडी ब्रैकेट डाल के दे देता है. ओके, तो गुड प्रोग्रामिंग स्टैंडर्ड्स होता है ये. एग्जांपल देखो, एक वेरिएबल टेम्प है, टेम्परेचर. ओके, लेट टेम्परेचर 30. We are checking whether temperature is greater than 25. Yes, then it will go inside, perform this statement. It's a hot day. And then continue with the remaining code, whatever the remaining code is. Getting, guys? ठीक है? Okay, instead of doing it here, I do it in VS Code. We will write after completing all these things, no? Till break and continue. After understanding all the syntaxes and all, then we will write some exercises where we will create some UI also. Through UI, we will take the input and then we will handle events and then in that we will make use of if else, switch case, loops and all. Okay, so don't worry, I'll take appropriate exercises. Everything is going by the flow. Okay, I'll just give name to this as if demo. Okay, let n, whatever value you can put. See, simple if you want, take that. Is it giving the skeleton? This is called as boilerplate code. Now I'm checking whether n is less than 10. So console.log, and I'm giving message as n is single digit. Okay? You can have more than one statement. After that, another console.log I'm giving, and I'm giving statement all is well. Okay, right? All is well. I hope you remember this famous dialogue of Amir Khan in Three Idiots. So this doesn't mean I'm fascinated with Amir Khan. I'm fascinated with Amir Khan's movie. मैं आमिर खान के मूवी को एडमायर करता हूँ, उसके स्क्रिप्ट्स को एडमायर करता हूँ, जैसे टॉपिक्स लेके आए हैं, अलग अलग टॉपिक्स पे मूवी, वो एडमायर करता है. वो पर्सन को एडमायर करते कि नहीं, वो उसके ऊपर मैंने क्लेम नहीं किया. गेटिंग? Okay, anyways, don't take it personal again. Jokes apart. See. Okay, now can you see? अपना वैल्यू n कितना था? 15. Is 15 less than 10? No. Therefore, all is well आ गया. But यहाँ मैं कुछ चेंज करता हूँ. देखो, अब ये कैसे हार्ड कोडेड वैल्यूज है ना, तो हम लोग यूआई बनाएंगे. We'll create an HTML page, and through HTML page we'll accept value, and that values we will use here. Or we will use some input dialogues. Some ready dialogues are provided. So you can use those input dialogues and use the value which is coming from that input dialogue. We'll learn all that step by step जाएंगे. ठीक है? See. Now as n is 5 less than 10? Yes. True. इसलिए अंदर आता है. 5 is single digit. ठीक है? Is it displaying extra space? Means whenever it displays one value and second value, automatic it puts a space. Log to log, when you give the list of values, no, value 1, value 2, value 3, it will automatically display a space after every value. Okay? So it is displaying 5 is single digit, and then all is well. Okay? ये part be clear है. Then moving to second if else. Here two options are there. If the condition is true, I want to perform one thing, and if it is false, I want to perform something else. So if is a keyword, then the condition, okay, then the if part. Again, I told you in if part you can have one statement or more than one. More than one, make a block. Else part है, and else part statement 2 है. ठीक है? तो यहां भी क्या चेक किया जाएगा? कंडीशन. राइट? सो कंडीशन जो भी है उसका दो आउटकम है. One is true and another is false. Now, if it is true, it will do the if part, the if block, statement 1, which can be one or many statement. And false है तो else part, जहां S2 है. तो S1 or S2, anyone. And after that, it will continue with the remaining code, whatever the remaining code is. Getting? Based on like every day morning, you get up and check whether it is raining. Now, is raining? If that condition is true, then you'll do work from home. False, then you have to travel to the office, depending on your work environment. Now, some people have got permanent work from home. I think my niece work in Google, so she's from last 5 to 6 years work from home only. Doesn't have to go only. So it depends. Some companies they call you offline also and online also. It depends on the mode that company's policy. If and else is clear. Every day, like in the morning, mom checks whether it is Monday, if or Thursday. So day equal to Thursday. Then she is going to prepare some snacks for you, sandwiches and vada pav and whatever. Else the traditional food, roti and sabji. So mom also has learned Python. Therefore, every day in the morning she checks the condition. Day equal to Thursday. True, then she'll prepare some special dish for you. False, then the traditional. Take that tiffin and go to office. Getting? So many examples come in our surrounding where if and else goes on. Okay? Execute one block if the condition is true and another if the condition is false. Check the syntax. If condition true, then the if code, and else, then the else block. In else block, in if block. Just a quick example. Here you can see I'm creating one variable age, okay, and whatever value is assigned to it. This, as I said, we can accept it from the form through HTML form. We can accept, and then that value we can use it further. Okay. Here I'm checking whether age is greater than equal to 18. Now, if age is greater than equal to 18, if this condition is true, you can vote. Else, you cannot vote yet. Means you're eligible for voting, you're not eligible for voting. Just a simple example, right? Quick, I'll show you here. Okay, I'll take one variable, whatever value it is. Then you want if and else. Okay, so I'll take the second one. You're getting a boilerplate code, the standard boilerplate code. You can make the changes. What I'm doing is I'm checking n mod 2 double equal to 0. I hope we have studied about modulus operator. When we took arithmetic operator, I'm damn sure we have studied modulus, which gives the remainder. So I am dividing n by 2 and checking the remainder, whether it is 0. When you divide anything by 2, the possible remainder is 0 or 1. When you divide by 9, the possible remainders are 0 till 8. Basic maths, na guys? So mod 2, either the remainder is 0 or it is 1. So if the remainder is 0, 0 double equal to 0, true, it will come inside and console dot log. Here also I'm printing n is even. And in else part, I'm writing console.log n is odd. Okay? And again here, I'm giving console.log all done. And don't worry, writing string in single quote or double quote. JavaScript assumes everything as string. Let it be single quoted or let it be double quoted. Okay? Now we will check As n is 10, 10 modulo 2 will be how much? When you divide 10 by 2, I'm not asking about quotient. I'm asking about the remainder. Remainder is going to be 0. Is 0 equal to 0? Yes. Therefore, it is printing 10 is even and odd. I'll just change the value. I'll make it 15. But when you are making it 15, 15 modulo 2 is 1. Remainder is 1. Is 1 equal to 0? No. It will come to else part. 15 is odd. Okay? See. Rerun it. 15 is odd. Odd. Okay. Can you give me quick confirmation so that we can move to the third one to wind up with the session? The third thing, because many more things are to be learned. Now in JavaScript, many more things are there, guys. All loops and all the functions. Okay, then inbuilt objects we have to learn. Arrays, objects, बहुत सारी चीजें. ठीक है. So shall I assume? चलो
Yes.
बोलो. हाँ,
Yes.
unmute करके बोलते जाओ. From your side, when I get to, I'm able to listen, then समझ में आता है कि ये समझ रहा है. चलो.
Yes, sir. Got it. Got it.
Moving to the third one. ठीक है. Now, when you have code blocks more than two, okay, more than two code blocks, and then any one from that you want to execute selectively, then obviously you cannot do the selection only on one condition basis. Because if one condition is true, one block, but if it is false, second block. Getting? But my blocks are not two, there are multiple blocks. So I need to have provision of checking if condition one is true, one block, but if false, I should be able to check the second condition. True, second block. But if false, another condition. This way, I should be able to go on checking till nth condition. If that nth condition is true, statement n. But if this nth condition is also false, then last finally statement n plus 1. Getting? So this way provision I want. Means I want to check more than one condition. एक condition नहीं, एक से ज्यादा conditions मुझे test करना है. Then what they say, use your simple if else only. कुछ और complicated नहीं है. देखो, standard if else, if condition एक statement है, else दूसरा statement. बट कहना क्या है इनका, जावास्क्रिप्ट क्या कहता है कि ये इफ एल्स जो है ना, इफ एल्स वो भी खुद एक स्टेटमेंट है. इफ एंड एल्स ये पूरा मिल के अगर हमने कंसिडर किया, ये पूरा इफ एल्स वो इटसेल्फ एक क्या है, स्टेटमेंट. सो इन प्लेस ऑफ स्टेटमेंट टू यू कैन राइट अ न्यू इफ एल्स. इफ कंडीशन समथिंग एल्स समथिंग. अगेन इस एल्स के अंदर जो स्टेटमेंट है वो ही वापस किससे रिप्लेस कर रहे हो, इफ एल्स. ऐसे चलते जा सकता है. मैं इन शॉर्ट सिंपल टर्म्स क्या कर रहे हैं कि यू आर अटैचिंग अ न्यू इफ एल्स टू द प्रीवियस एल्स. ये एल्स को एक नया इफ एल्स, अगेन इस एल्स को एक नया इफ एल्स अटैच कर दो, विच वी कैन कॉल इट एज अ लैडर इफ एल्स और मल्टीपल इफ एल्स. ठीक है. जो एग्जांपल ऑफ वीकेंड एक्टिविटी बताया था ना, डिपेंडिंग ऑन द अकाउंट बैलेंस. सो इफ अकाउंट बैलेंस मोर देन 1000 समथिंग, else second condition, account balance more than 500 something, else something. Okay, तो this is not any special syntax. ये इसी if else का ही कॉन्सेप्ट है. if and else ही लिखना है, बट else में ये जो ब्लॉक है, ये जो लिखा है, उसको एक if else से रिप्लेस कर रहा है. एंड हो सकता है क्यों, बिकॉज if else खुद भी तो एक स्टेटमेंट ही है ना. And what they are saying, in else you can write a statement, and if you can write a statement. So can I write a if else only in place of this else? Yes. ये else की यहाँ if else लिख. ठीक है, ओके सी। तो टेस्ट मल्टीपल कंडीशंस इन सीक्वेंस, सिंटैक्स देखो इस तरह से, इफ कंडीशन वन ब्लॉक, एल्स if condition 2 another block, this can go on, and last एक else block भी रहेगा. Now you remember when it is running else means all the past conditions have come false. याद रखना है, अगर else रन कर रहा है मीनिंग सारे कंडीशन false है. अगर if ब्लॉक पहले if में रन हुआ है तो पहला if ट्रू है, सेकेंड if में एंटर हुआ है तो सेकेंड ट्रू है बट पहला फॉल्स आया है, nth else if में चला गया तो nth कंडीशन ट्रू आया बट पास के सारे n-1 फॉल्स है, इस तरह से. ठीक है, तो फ्लो चार्ट भी अगर आप दिखाते हो तो पहले पहले कंडीशन में, पहले डिसीजन बॉक्स में कंडीशन 1 आ गया, अगर वो ट्रू है तो स्टेटमेंट 1 होगा, बट अगर फॉल्स है तो अगेन नया डिसीजन आएगा, कंडीशन 2. ये भी ट्रू है तो स्टेटमेंट 2, फॉल्स तो ऐसे वो चल रहा है, ऐसे करते करते अगर मैं इधर लास्ट nth डिसीजन ले रहा हूं, ठीक है, तो ये भी फॉल्स है तो स्टेटमेंट n+1, नो तो स्टेटमेंट n, एंड इन ऑल केस आफ्टर परफॉर्मिंग एवरीथिंग, स्टेटमेंट 1 होने दो या 2 या n प्लस, विल इट कंटिन्यू विद द रिमेनिंग कोड whatever is after this all if else block, इसके बाहर का जो भी कोड है वहां कंटिन्यू होगा ना, तो S1 भी वहीं कंटिन्यू होने वाला है, ये S2 भी वहीं कंटिन्यू होगा, Sn भी वहीं कंटिन्यू होगा, Sn+1 भी वहीं कंटिन्यू होगा. ठीक है, जस्ट एन एग्जांपल, we have taken one variable score with value 75, which as I said we can take it from the user, keyboard से भी आ सकता है. Keyboard in short, as this is a web related language, it will not come like a console input as we take it in Python using input or like scanner object in Java. Here you have to accept it through UI only. कुछ ना कुछ तो UI बना के ही करना पड़ेगा. So first you are checking whether score is greater than equal to 90. If true, then grade A. If it is false, then check the second condition. If it is greater than equal to 75, grade B. If this is also false, then check whether it is greater than equal to 60. Yes, C. No, तो directly else part grade F. तो जैसे ये 75, 75 is greater than equal to 90? No. Is 75 greater than equal to 75? Yes. Grade B output आएगा. ठीक है, क्विकली इसका भी एक क्विक डेमो दिखा देता हूं, 2 मिनट, जस्ट 2 मिनट मुझे दो टू वाइंड अप विद द today's topic. I'll just give name to this as if else, if else demo. Okay, then script, chalo, let marks equal to whatever value you want. Simply if else you can take first, and here you can attach else, and in this place you can attach again a if else. Getting this way, यहाँ if else इस तरह से किया मैंने. Okay, this way you can go on attaching it. Now I'm putting a condition, marks greater than equal to 90, console.log grade ठीक है? Here I'll put grade B, here I'll put grade C, and here grade F. Right? Here I'll just change the condition. Marks greater than equal to 75. And here equal to 60. Done? That's all. Previous script I'll terminate. Can you see? It is giving grade C because marks 67. 67 more than equal to 60? No. Is it more than equal to 75? No. Is it more than equal to 60? Yes. Grade C. You can check values. Okay. Rerun. It is coming grade F. Here if I am giving 97. Rerun. First condition true. Therefore grade A. Getting, guys? Okay. So I hope it is clear. This example is clear. In the next session, we will discuss about switch and then loops.